In my coaching practice, it's not that unusual that the woman has had an affair. And that is one of the things that gets in the way of her getting to clarity about her marriage is the feelings that she has for somebody else. And I'm not going to lie, it does make it more confusing. And one of the things that they will often do is they will compare one man to the other, as if it's apples and apples, like the husband to the affair partner, which really, it shouldn't be any comparison, right? Because they're usually polar opposites of one another. And you never would have went out and had an affair had you been happy inside your marriage. So it seems like it should be a really easy decision. And yet it's not. It's not so straightforward because, maybe the affair partner also isn't available. Maybe you're worried about people finding out about the affair. Maybe you think that your kids will never accept this affair partner in your life. And so now you have to choose between your relationship with your kids and your own happiness. Maybe you're looking for guarantees of being happy in a relationship with your affair partner, and you're kind of having some doubts about that. Or maybe you don't know how you feel, and you feel led or you feel a little bit of pressure by the affair partner to make a decision. So it's not that straightforward. Now, I mentioned before that the affair partner is usually the polar opposite of the spouse, right? So if in your marriage you're not getting any affection, the affair partner is super affectionate, and it comes very naturally and very easily. If your husband at home doesn't communicate very well or doesn't communicate very much, your affair partner wants to talk about everything and stay up all night long, talking about all the things. If you're not having sex in your marriage, you're probably having the best sex of your life with your affair partner, right? The affair partner is always the person that is sort of bringing to us or showing us what's possible of what we don't have inside of our marriage. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. What's getting in the way of how you could feel about your husband isn't actually another man. Most of the time, it's that we haven't gotten really clear about what it is that we really want and desire in our most intimate relationship. And then, how do we get those needs met? Right? Because the affair partner has shown you what is possible in many ways, probably, of what you don't have inside your relationship. That makes sense, right? But oftentimes the affair partner doesn't have some things that your husband has. So for instance, let's say that you felt very safe in your marriage. You knew your husband wasn't going to cheat on you or hurt you or get angry and yell at you or threaten and manipulate you. Like, he wasn't that person. So there was a certain amount of predictability and safety there. But maybe with your affair partner, nothing feels safe. It all feels very exposed and vulnerable, and safe is the last thing that you feel when you think about that relationship. And so oftentimes the affair partner has some pieces and the husband has some pieces. And so what we've got to do as women is we need to be clear about what it is that we want and we desire in our marriage, in our most intimate relationship. And then we've got to look at how do we get those needs met? And it may not always be through the path that you think it is. And it most certainly is not always through a man. That's one of the things that I teach. In a few days, I'm going to be hosting a 4-part webinar series called My Marriage is Falling Apart. How did we get here and what can I do? I hope you'll join me for that. The link to register for the webinar series is below.